Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. Trying out some different lighting. These are called chat lights. I'm not sure if I love them or not. They also bounce off my glasses, so I'm going glasses free, which to me, I think I look ridiculous, but that's okay. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday. And what we're going to do in this episode is just take you back. There's 11 properties in this list that scale, I think, back 10 to 14 days. It was a very quiet Christmas season. Now, what I do when I look at a link, we do this on Mondays too, but you just click that price right there and then it orders them from low to high. Let's do this. Now, 3224 Steeles, it's a row of townhouses that it's kind of a weird place because it's really in the country, and for the most part, the homes in this area are country homes. And I believe, based on some conversations with Colin Best, local and regional councillor, that these were sort of dormitory housing for the brickyards close by. So this one was for sale. I think it was like $199,000, a couple of years ago or a year, whatever it is. And they went in and they fixed and flipped it. So that's the front, that's the back. The lot is about 148 feet. Behind there is a detached garage, and then there's train tracks right behind. And so whoever built this came in and kind of stripped things down, rebuilt. These are probably pre-World War II homes. So you're looking at making sure the wiring, the plumbing, the things behind the walls are updated. They're not known as the most energy efficient. And the difference now is homes that were built in the 50s and after are wood frame construction. So the wood holds the structure. And on a home like this, your brick is actually the structure. And so that's why you see stuff like this. That is a supporting wall. And that's why you got to really take care of the mortar and the joints, and they call it pointing when you're actually fixing some of the stuff around the bricks. That's your detached garage there. And, the whole argument here is, what else are you going to buy for this price? For essentially a freehold home, there's not much out there. So I think for that, it's going to be a good option. It is only a 2-bedroom, and there's only one full washroom upstairs. And a perfect example, actually I thought this one was sold, but 371 Bronte, number 44, 449.9. Not holding back on offers, by the way. And I think they were before Christmas. But anyway, so here's the difference. So now you're looking at a home that is significantly higher in price, plus you have a $300 fee per month. It's larger. It's got 3 bedrooms. It's got some good finishes, but that just shows you what else is available. Anything freehold, even a Mattamy, probably starts at $500 right now, especially if you want a backyard. Although you could argue with Steeles that it doesn't really have a real backyard. It's got a small kind of front yard. Next one up is a 3-story home, so 5,200 square feet of living space. And there was a Facebook ad kind of circulating. It had a lot of views on it, and so it showed kind of a Christmas scene, and there's this nice sort of sliding barn door here. It looks lovely, and it's just for this area, and even being on Woodward, I would say that it's the thing that happens with luxury. Here's the deal. So 5,200 square feet, there's going to be a cost per square foot to build this. So there's a couple different ways you can value something. 3 of them that I'm going to talk about. First is an income approach. So with an investment property, the money it makes determines its value based on something called a cap rate. Second way is direct comparison, which is probably the most common. Home like mine just sold down the street, sold last week. That's probably around what my home's worth, plus or minus my upgrades and finishes. Now, the third way is replacement cost. And so that's what we do a lot of times with luxury real estate, is we look at how much the land is worth. And I would say for a 50 by 132 foot piece of land in this neighborhood, you're probably close to $500,000 is what I'd guess. And then you look at replacement cost. And so what we need to make up is $1.1 million. Divide that by 5,200 square feet, and that's about $200 a square foot. Now, I haven't stepped foot in this house, but I definitely see a lot of finishes that to me would indicate they may be even worth the house cost to rebuild is probably even higher than that. Most builders now are probably in the high 100s. So if you look at Anatomy or Green Park or Sundial or whatever, they're probably 170, 180 a square foot. Although trades costs have changed over the years too. So bottom line is, I don't think they're that far off from a replacement cost standpoint, but the comparison is there's nothing really else for sale. And the last few that have sold in Old Milton, like we're talking downtown, really desirable area, I might even say more than this one, more desirable, they've all kind of floated at like 1.2, that kind of thing. So I think Milton's ready for that next step for Old Milton to kind of hit big numbers. But the Pioneer, it can be difficult. So I think they priced it right. I think that it's a matter of just finding the right person. The other thing that could maybe give them a challenge, they don't have a garage. So that obviously impacts things. Okay, so that's it. That's the list for today. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.